Yes, people, what is going on? Welcome to McLaren Fan TV, where we have to wait one more week before we can secure the Constructors' Championship. Of course, I'm joined with my co-host, Mahad from the Pit Stop Fracker. What's going on, man? Where are you at?
I'm somewhere in a hotel lobby somewhere.
Are you in Abu Dhabi ready to collect that?
Undisclosed location. Oh, no, I couldn't deal with the heartbreak if I went to Abu Dhabi.
You're in Abu Dhabi,
nervous.
Man.
That's how I feel, man. I'm nervous, man.
You're there to collect our Constructors' Championship, man. Don't lie to me, man. You're there to go collect it, mate. Yeah, make sure you're on the podium, yeah?
Oh,
Mahad
God.
for the podium, guys.
God. Imagine if we did lose and I saw it in person. I'd have to.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
I mean, the fact that there's
the fact that it's there and this is going on.
Yeah.
After the weekend we just had, after the Saturday that we had, that was great.
Yeah.
And here we are. Just a joke.
Here we are, indeed, man. I mean, what's your thoughts overall on the weekend, man? I mean, how are you feeling? Like, how nervous are you now? All of a sudden, heading into the final week. Like, should we be scared?
Well, you know me, I'm usually Mr. Positivity. I'm not positive right now.
You're not positive right now.
I feel like a lot of bad karma is happening over the last couple of races.
Yeah,
we've not been able to maximize the result, and yeah, it's not looking good, man. It's just like, you know, when momentum goes against you, no matter what you're doing, it knocks you back a little bit, and that's what's happening at the moment. It feels like, you know, like a football team that just something always goes wrong. An own goal, red card, something going on every 5 seconds that impacts the game. That's what's happened ever since really the start of that first trip of Qatar and all that. It's been, look, we ain't won in ages, man. We ain't won since Singapore. And that was a race that we should have probably won in Qatar. We won the sprint race, yeah, but we're talking about an actual Grand Prix. We just stringed some results together. This wouldn't even be a conversation right now. We would have had this wrapped up.
And the thing is, I mean, I can even just tell by your demeanor as well, just like how much of a blow, because we all had our eyes on Qatar, didn't we? Everybody was sort of thinking, look, if we can get this one out of the way, you know, if we can get to Qatar and secure the, you know, not even confirmed champions, but just make it so much so that Ferrari would have had to get a 1-2, and we would have to finish like 8th and 9th.
Or DNF or something like that.
You know, something like that. But it's the fact that 21 points is now the gap between McLaren and Ferrari. I mean, what went wrong, man? I mean,
you know, sprint, all right, man. Sprint, perfect.
Sprint was perfect. What was your thoughts on the whole switching Lando and Oscar? No news?
I don't like manipulated race results, but if Lando made that decision to switch it back, there you go. I didn't like it in Brazil. I didn't like it now.
Sure.
But that's just me as a Formula One fan. But if Lando made that decision to switch, that's on him. It's not like it was team orders or anything like that. He did it of his own accord. I can't really hate on that.
We're damned if we do.
It's risky though.
Don't, yeah. It was very risky, especially because George was right on our backsides, literally.
That was just violation, man. It's like, George ain't in there. Let's not even respect him. Let's just do this. Right. That's why he was livid. He was like, "How dare you?" Do that in front of me.
He was livid for sure. I remember watching it, thinking, "Oh my God, what's happened? What's wrong with his car? Like, what's happened to Lando's car?" And then to see him just like continue accelerating, I was like, "Oh, thank God for that." Because it was a risk, but
that was the perfect execution of the beginning of that race, and thank God George was in between us and the Ferraris, that we can get a little bit of points on him. It's just like, come on, man, come on. The thing is, like, in that race, that was teamwork, right? Because Lando had significantly more pace than Oscar. Without Lando's help, Oscar was not finishing P2.
Oscar was getting eaten. He was getting eaten by George. No doubt about that. George was all over him, man, for a long time as well. Good defending from Oscar, but as well, credit to Lando for the teamwork, because giving him something where he can at least have DRS at least or something, you know. And I was just waiting for those Mercedes tires to cook, and they just didn't cook.
And they did a professional job in qualifying as well. So Lando did. Lando was weighing himself while people were still doing quali laps in sprint quali. So they did a fantastic job there. And
he did a great job. Yeah.
When you went to real qualifying, it was obvious that they kind of sacrificed some of that downforce for and quality pace for the race because we needed straight line speed. It was quite apparent that we wasn't going to be able to overtake, and we'll be kind of struggling how we did like in the sprint race, especially Oscar. So the decision to kind of forego pole for race pace, I think was the right decision as well.
Yeah, no, most definitely. I think the fact that it's just the thing like I'm trying to wrap my brain around is what is it? Is it just purely error? Is it purely our fault that we costed ourselves this? What, you know, at one stage in the race, we were confirmed champions at one point in the race. I think there was a scenario whereby I think Oscar was ahead, as well as Lando obviously being ahead, and
we were 2-3 basically.
We were 2-3, and it was like happy days, you know, wrapped up.
I was happy with that. I say from that point, I was like, yeah, this is a wrap. If it just stays the way it is,
if it stays like this,
then I saw this blasted mirror on the track. Then it smashed up, and then I was like, okay, that's cool. And then Max was saying on the radio about Lando must have not lifted because how did he catch me? Then Sainz got a puncher. I celebrated. I was like, Sainz got a puncher. I said, this is over. I was just hoping they couldn't get the tire off. He was DNF or something.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I thought this is going our way now. We're 2-3. And Sainz got a puncher.
And Sainz puncher.
And then I realized, I was like, so much stuff was going on at the same time. I realized they boxed Oscar. I'm like, why did they box Oscar before the safety car? And then we lost the position to Leclerc. I was like, come on, man. We just seen man's tires are burst out on the roads, man. There's glass on the road. Something's going to happen, innit? Why are you boxing now? Just wait for the safety car. Why are you boxing him like before? Oscar was livid. He was livid, and rightly so, because just let's have some foresight here. Clearly, people's tires are bust up. There's a thing on track. There's double wave yellows. Can you just hold off on that pit stop? It's not like the tires are dying.
No, the tires weren't dying, and you know, so there's so many things you just think. I thought the same thing actually. I was like, well, if we just waited, we would have been all right. Do you know what I mean? Would have been like sort of literally waiting to just go at the right time, and then off we went. Exactly. It's a weird one. I mean, let's get into the comment section anyway. There's a lot of people who've been commenting now.
Yeah, shout out to everybody.
Shout out to everybody who is watching the video right now. Make sure you share, like, and subscribe. We come to you on a Monday because Tuesday, unfortunately, I can't do tomorrow. But big up yourselves for locking in tonight, man. Drea says, "Look, good evening, everyone. Can't make it this evening, unfortunately. I don't know what to say anymore either. This season, everything did go wrong. What can go wrong, it seems. Hope is still enough. Hope it will still be enough. I don't know why Lando didn't see those flags, but it for sure wasn't on purpose. Didn't help that we were 1 second. That there was some 1 second and none the next. Sometimes
it one changing, innit?
And tough for the whole team to take. And obviously,
like even when you're watching the screen, you saw it like it was going yellow, then it was going clear, yellow, green, yellow, green, yellow, green. Literally on the graphics, the graphics were confused. You know, man, I don't even know what was going on track side.
Did you see what Ted Kravitz said on the Notebook about the safety car? So what Lando was seeing, apparently with how low the seats are. So the safety car obviously have got their lights on top of the roof of the car. But then they've also got lights like on the rear or like where the number plate is, where your number plate would be. Because if you're a driver, you may or may not see the lights on the roof, which I thought was quite weird. I didn't know that would be a thing. Yeah. And apparently the lights on the roof were off, but the lights on the rear were on. So it was almost like they're supposed to be the same communication.
Of course, and that's what they're looking for to indicate the safety car's coming in.
Yes, that's what they're looking for. Yeah, exactly. So it was a bit of a confusing deal.
Going on. Bro, there's a mirror on track and they don't call in the VSC.
I mean, the race director, you just sort of think, what do you
think they're going to happen? It's on the racing line, bro. No, not on the racing line. It's on the overtaking.
And near the pit exit, right? So, whether having a race director in from Las Vegas onwards, we were always going to get something like this. Not to put full blame on them, but then somebody does need to direct the traffic here and say, look, this is what we need to do. Let's stop this mess. Let's get this going, and then we'll go from there. That type of deal. Yeah, it's. I don't know. Let's get your thoughts, guys, because we're feeling it this week. We're feeling it this week because we felt like we should have been clear, especially after what was a great sprint. Constructors' dream isn't over, says Adam Heddle. Yes, that was a tough race to take, but 21 points is still a healthy lead to take into the weekend. Showed great pace all weekend, which is promising. Let's keep believing. Who's got the better pace in Abu Dhabi? Would it be for McLaren or Ferrari? Pace.
I would assume it's Ferrari, and I think Ferrari actually has the ability to execute on to. For some reason, and I don't know what's going on, and it's been happening all year. Ability to kind of execute for a whole weekend is head gone. It's not. I don't know what's going on.
What us you mean?
Yeah,
not being
like
able to
I reckon if Qatar wasn't a sprint race, you would have just seen what we did on Saturday on the Sunday. I don't know what happens. It's just like, obviously there's fatigue, there's a lot of races and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's just like, can everything just go swimmingly, please?
I mean, Stella says, listen, had Lando not got the 10-second penalty, he thinks he's winning the race.
Yeah, he probably does.
He
probably does.
And if he wins the race, that constructors looks a lot.
And imagine he did overtake Max and he was in the lead, and then they told him to do a stop go penalty. That would be even worse.
Yeah, why did it have to be stop and go? Why did it have to be 10 seconds?
It is, and for me personally, I was just like, I saw it, when Max said it, and I said, uh-oh. Because I knew what time it was. I said, 100% this guy's getting a penalty. I said, there's no denying.
They weren't missing
this guy. I said, if this guy did not lift, he's getting a penalty, 1,000,000%. I was just hoping it was a time penalty, man. Because at least with a time penalty, you can decide it. And also, it took ages. I was like, bro, can you just make the decision because with like all the other penalties that were dished out, they did it within 5 laps. This one, they took ages. What do you need to see? All you need to do is see the clip, see the telemetry, the guy did not lift. Give him a penalty immediately. Why are you taking 11 laps for it to even be noted, let alone handed up?
Maybe because like what Stella said, they got a book. They removed some dust off some book just to find what happens in this scenario.
This is a rule. Is this not a rule from like karting? If you go karting right now, they say if you see double yellows, you have to do this, or you get the Y. This is like karting 101. This is motorsport 101. They should know what the penalty is. They know what the penalty is.
Maybe they debated whether to give it or not. Like in such, give the stop and go.
The thing is, the circumstance of which it happens is their fault in the first place. Because if you just throw a VSC the second the mirror's on the track, there is no lifting or anything like that. If a VSC comes up, that's it. You're good. Everybody's set to a speed. So their inability to, first of all, they were doing these flags and letting people just go past it slowly, whatever. When in reality, they should have just thrown a VSC, got somebody on from the pit straight to go and get the mirror, pick it up, and go before it even got smashed.
Yeah.
Right? But I don't know what they're doing. Even if you did the safety car, made them go through the pit lane while somebody picks it up, so nobody can. So no marshal's gonna be in danger of getting run over or anything like that. They could have just done that. Why was everything delayed?
Yeah,
right.
I mean, it's supposed to.
What Lando did was a penalty, 100%. Yeah, but it's like these are the things where things are going against you, man.
These
are unforeseen circumstances, and it's just like, okay, this is what I'm saying. Like I just said, it's like you're conceding penalties, you get red cards, bad things going on. When in reality, if we just finish 2-3, is basically over. If we go into the last race with like 38 points, 40 points in the lead, 41 points, it's done. I don't even need to watch AD. That man can finish 7th. We're winning the thing.
Yeah, but now we have to watch it eagerly, hoping.
And the thing is, it's so marginal now. It's so marginal that if anything wrong happens, we're done. That's why I have no hope, because literally every single thing has gone wrong for us since Kota. Something goes wrong against us. Bang, 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 bang. Brazil.
Yeah.
Imagine Lando won Brazil. Imagine Lando won Brazil. And
Yeah.
that was the race. That was the race he lost the championship. Qatar. That would be peak.
It would be. No, it would be peak. Oh, okay. People, let's hear what you have to say in the comment section. Rosar says, I'm too scared to watch the last race. Anything can go wrong again. Literally like it was you, Mahad, typing that. Jean Cartier says, Norris needs to go. I'm done with him. What?
What's going on there, man?
He continues to say, George has 1 year left on his contract. Get him.
What is this George? Okay. Sean, if I tell you how much points Oscar scored and how much points Lando scored in the last, since Austin, you know we're in this situation because of Oscar not scoring points. Enough points.
Not Lando.
So why do you have this chat for Lando?
Not Lando.
Lando, he's literally keeping us alive. He's kept us alive.
Yeah, he has, exactly. He is.
God bless him. I don't know what's going on with Oscar, but he ain't been around. He's not been around.
No.
So are you suggesting that both drivers be replaced? Let us know.
And you look at this weekend. I mean, listen, look, Oscar's done pretty good this weekend.
Yeah, it did.
In fairness, he's done pretty good this weekend. So, let's say he was finishing P2 or P3 in the sprint, P3 in the race. That's a good weekend.
That's a good points, man. That's a good bag of points. And
it's a good bag of points.
Lando P2 or P2 in the race or P1 in the race, it's done.
Yeah.
And that's what he's on. Like, performance-wise, that's what it merited.
Yeah.
But it's these little things, like, it's like when I tell you to win a championship, you have to be on point all levels. Everybody has to be on point. It's the margins. It's the devil in the detail.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's about the pit wall having the foresight to say, guess what? Maybe we should tell our driver there is double wave yellows on the pit straight, rather than telling him, "Can you go fast and catch Verstappen, please?" Just these little things like that, right?
Yeah.
And it's also the foresight of Norris noticing, oh, is he lifting? What's going on? Maybe I should lift as well. Oh, I see some. Obviously, the panels were changing in 5 seconds, whatever. But maybe I see a bloody mirror on the track. Maybe I should lift. Right? It's the little margins, the details, right? That we
just
need to be working on. Look, and at the start of the race, they had a fantastic start. Lando nearly took P1. It was quite wise not to go wheel to wheel with Verstappen. Listen, you know what's going to happen. The guy's got CT. He's gonna kick something off Verstappen. So it's just like, I think it's just the execution of the smaller things. And we said this before, we had this discussion, What is Lando's radio engineer doing?
Mr. Jonesy.
Why does he have these soliloquies? I know you're gonna say what you're gonna say, but can you do? But bro, just get to the point, man.
Just stick to the point.
I listen to the radios and stuff like that. Tom Stollard is night and day.
Is he?
He's night and day better than this guy. It's unbelievable. This guy literally told Oscar, slow down on the start finish straight because of yellow flag. He told him before he even got there.
Imagine.
Can we just have some uniformity of radio engineering and letting them be aware of what's going on track? Because this is what it needs to be. It needs to be this instead of whatever Will's doing on Lando's side of this war and peace, these conversational things. Can you just be direct to the point? This is going on. This is going on. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to spoon feed what's actually happening on the track, right? Before you even get there, right? Yeah. And also Lando, like, come on, man. Come on, just lift, please. My friend.
Lift. Please lift.
He's apologetic because he knows.
Yeah. I mean, it was interesting when they asked him, I think it was the Sky coverage. I can't remember if it was Sky, if it was F1, but the Sky coverage, I think, said, tell us what happened out there. He goes, I don't know. A part of me was thinking, he's not going to defend his decision, is he? He's not going to defend what he's done out there. And just focus on the fact that why is it a yellow as opposed to,
Yeah, because it's not defensible. It's not defensible. It's a penalty.
It's the fact
I think people have more issue with the severity of the penalty, right? Because it's something that doesn't happen often.
Sure.
You know what I mean? and it's just
Yeah, sure, definitely.
It's a race ender. Man, do you know what they did? It's crazy because all the stuff that's happened this season, all the penalties that have been dished out for the stuff that's been happening. For example, Mexico, Max getting a 20-second penalty, whatever.
Yeah.
Basically, you got a 10-second penalty for each one, right? For each incident. The second incident is it's literally terrorism, right? You got 10-second penalty for terrorism. So trying to take out a rival is 10 seconds, yeah? You get 36-second penalty. That's what Lando got. He got a 36-second penalty.
In real life,
stop and go. That's crazy. The guy went from second to last. You gave that guy that penalty, yeah, when the safety car already bunched up the pack. Are you insane?
Yeah.
If you got the penalty just when it was normal running,
yeah,
after the mirror situation, whatever, it wouldn't have been that impactful. I think he would have come out like P6 or something. He would have just ran through. Look what he did. He went from last to P10. He was dunking on guys.
I couldn't believe he got to P10.
He was going seconds quicker than everybody else.
He was obviously fuming.
And that's another thing as well. I've seen this multiple times. Lando, when he's angry, is a better driver. 1 million% is a better driver. He's quicker as well. So he needs to find out on the off season how to tap into that. Because he was rapid. He was a better driver than he was in the first thing. Yeah. He's done that before. Mexico, when he nearly got assassinated. Just how fast he was towards the end of the race. Yeah. When he's a man scorned, he's on fire. He needs to be able to tap into that with it when he gets into that helmet and just does what he needs to do. But bro, like, just we went from possible P1, guaranteed probably P2, to bloody Leclerc finishing P2. And I was thinking, the whole final stint as well. I was like, Austin, please overtake this guy. Why are you just 1 second behind him? Please just do something, man. Save us, man.
Yeah, no. As soon as he was swinging early doors, he was swinging with Leclerc early doors, and then Sainz was going to be catching up.
He did his thing. You remember? He overtook Leclerc. He did his thing.
He did.
In the first stint, whatever.
Was
but
it
the final stint, I was
like,
please just do something. These are the moments that win you the championship. Just please overtake this guy. I know it's 3 points, but you got to do something, man.
Something.
Because this guy is trying to atone for it. It's just there's so much stuff that happened, and it makes me sick. We went from a P2, P3 to a P3, P10.
Yeah, just like that.
How much points that is, guys?
That's a lot of points lost.
We had both cars in front of the Ferraris.
I can't remember
the car
this
being behind the Ferrari. Thank God Oscar only dropped 3 points to Leclerc, but it's not even about that. It's about Sainz. Sainz finished head. Sainz finished fifth or sixth, whatever, ahead of Lando. So everything that we did in the sprint race, you just negated.
Yeah, basically. Because of course Sainz had the puncher, didn't he? And he still finished top 5. A 10-second stop and go was worse than the puncher. There you are.
Think about that. People think about it. The guy had a puncher driving around on the bloody alloy. He was cooked. And he still got punished less than
he was that penalty.
That's how severe that penalty is. Guys, I don't think you understand how severe that penalty.
Yeah, he cooked
the fact that he even got points was a miracle. And the way they were slapping Hamilton with penalties is crazy as well. He got speeding in the pit lane. They told him to do a drive-through. I said, what? I said, what? That's a time penalty. I thought that was a time penalty. Speeding in the pit lane is a time penalty.
It's like real life, and it's speeding. You get done way more. Like it's not speeding. You just get done. You just get, because that's how they consider it, isn't it? They don't even consider it like, you weren't going obnoxiously fast, but you were just not under the limit, and therefore you were speeding, and that's that. You get hit hard with that. Even in real life, unfortunately.
Why does it have to just like, oh my God, Ferrari, please, man. I guess I get nervous on anything. If it was like Red Bull, I wouldn't be nervous. But it's Ferrari,
do what you do.
That man can make the call, man.
Ferrari, we need you to do what you do. And that's
that call, man.
There's my faith. I can't lie. My faith is in that. Is that, can I say McLaren will have a faultless weekend? Absolutely not. But I can rely on Ferrari to do some shenanigans. Just like when people talk about the Alpine, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I can rely on Alpine to still mess up what is a good weekend for them, or what was a good weekend last week to a terrible one next week. I can rely on Ferrari to drop the ball. They're not in the lead, which is good. We're still in the lead.
No,
at
but
the end of the
the
day.
problem is if we have a Vegas-like performance where the car is just not there, we're cooked.
Yeah, and I know that Abu Dhabi doesn't feel great with us.
I just hope it's not like that. If it's just because even last year we were good in qualifying, but our race pace stunk, man. We were terrible. We stunk last year.
The race pace was horrific last year. In Abu
We were
Dhabi,
horrible.
it was absolutely terrible.
It was horrible.
Yeah.
So if that's the case again, we'll have to make a step. At least, come on, man.
But my mate,
go on.
I've got a guy who's I know an Italian guy who's a Ferrari fan, and he said, "Nah, Abu Dhabi, man, it's not our circuit." That's what he said. He says it's not our circuit, and I was like, trying to hang on some hope here, but I don't know, man. You got a whole bloody Ferrari center down there, so
they've got Ferrari World.
Yeah, it must be good for
turn up. Turn up in the open part, bro. Look, this is just come on, man. It's written in the stars, man. I wouldn't. You know me, I'm Mr. Positive, but I don't have hope right now, man.
That's the thing. Like we had
prove me otherwise, man. I'm just like, right, man. It's like this is like we have to signs, please, man. These guys fired you, man.
For real.
I need a tactical DNF, man. Someone put a sweet rapper in his engine or something.
That's all we need. Like, we just need him to have that Williams.
Obviously, he can get paid out. Obviously, you get money for constructors and everybody around him. But brother, these people fired you, man. There's no reason for you to perform.
No, it's true.
You're not in the championship fight. No, just
it would be horrible.
You can't even overtake Oscar. Come on, man.
It would be a disaster. It would be a disaster if Ferrari won this constructors, because really out of nowhere, you know what I mean? Like, really,
all the momentum we built will be done.
I think they've only been top of the constructors this season once, and we're talking like early doors.
I don't think they have.
You don't think they have?
No, I think Red Bull's in front. They were like, I think it's like 2 point difference after Australia or something like that.
Interesting.
So it'd be absurd.
Anyway, that would be absurd for real. On the last day,
if we're semi decent, do you know what I'm thinking? Yeah,
go on.
I'm thinking. Do you remember when Brazil sprint race? You know when we put that new wing on, and it was dry.
Yeah,
we were good in the sprint race. Like, we were able to have downforce, and we were able to go quick in a straight line. If we use that rear wing and we're okay, we might be okay in AD, because AD is like a straight line. We might not be faster than Ferrari, but I just need us to be semi-decent. I need to be at least second fastest. And I hope one of these teams are fastest. Imagine like Mercedes or Red Bull just randomly fast. If they can prevent Ferrari from having a 1-2, thank God.
Yeah, what happens?
Nobody's looking at that angle. If Mercedes all of a sudden get a 1-2, or Verstappen wins the race or whatever, these men can't win. It's over.
The thing is, but the Mercedes don't know whether their car's coming or going, and then if Verstappen wins the race next weekend, 21 points. I mean, Leclerc
I don't know the permutation.
Like, Leclerc could still probably finish second, or even Sainz. Let's say it's Verstappen, Leclerc, Sainz, right? So that's 18 points and 15, right? Yeah. So 18 and 15 is what? Like, quick maths, 30 something, right? So
32,
33, 32,
33.
So 33 points they collect, and then we just need to make sure we're right behind them both.
Yeah, if we're fourth and fifth.
Somebody in the chat.
Too marginal, bro. Even if it was 30 points, I would not care. They're not making up 30 points.
Yeah, it'll be a different car. It'll be a different feeling altogether.
There was points in that race where there was a 42 point gap, bro. That is done.
Yeah, that was done. Z says hello. Chris says hello, brothers. Ella says hi, guys.
First of all, piss off, Chris. Piss off. This Ferrari fan telling me hello, brother. Go away.
We'll see him at the end of the thing. Hi guys. Ella says hi, guys. This race just shows how small mistakes can bring up big consequences.
And this needs to be eradicated, because we're not winning any championships in terms of like drivers' championships if this keeps going on next season. And if the other cars are better and stuff like that, we just need to execute. The same way I feel like in the after the that little run between Hungary and Singapore, we'll execute, man. We were doing what we needed to do. Yes, there were errors around that, but come on, man. Just like we need to go on little runs here and there, man.
Oh, it is okay.
We were consistent in terms of scoring points. No matter, maybe we might have thrown away wins here and there, but we were on the podium no matter what, man.
It's the team's first year of being this close to a title, both constructors and drivers. Has it just become like, maybe 4 or 5 races too many? We're normally used to a 17, 19, maybe race calendar season.
We've been like 20 races for a while now, 2021. This is the first ever time we've done 24. These men are spent.
These men are tired.
Like, if the season ended in Las Vegas, we would have been all Gucci, man. We would have won. Yeah. Now we've got these 2 extra races. These men are cooked, man. Everybody's mentally fatigued. The drivers, the pit crew, everybody is just.
You even see it in the presenting, even just the presenting of certain of the different.
Yeah, man, on their last legs, man. This is longer than a bloody Premier League season. What the hell is going on?
It's actually
the gruelingness of a Premier League season. That's at least you get. This is not even. This is what the hell is this? They're back in February, bro.
By the way, did you try to get tickets for the launch?
Oh, it's a farce. Like you say, it's a farce. This is the M's as well. I can't even. They're doing something in my area. I can't go.
It's a stinker, and then the resale was an absolute joke as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just saying, like, these guys are making the mistakes, but like, I just feel like because I was, I'm processing in my mind like, what has gone on with us over the last month? Like, what is wrong with us at this moment in time? Why can't we just nip the simple things in the bud and we would have been gone clear? And I'm just wondering, do you know what, man? Maybe they're just knackered. Maybe they're just like, do you know what, guys? This is just a bit too much for our liking. And when you've been Ferrari, who, let's have it right, Ferrari kind of coasted to get here. I don't really feel like they've been fighting McLaren. I feel like the fight was McLaren versus Red Bull for a long time. They had
that stinker in the summertime, like that period of time where they were just the car was ass. They didn't have any expectations of them. They were just not
exactly.
They were just not good, bro.
No pressure.
They didn't go into weekends thinking they were going to get a podium.
Yeah, and I just wonder, like, are we just mentally fatigued and tired? Because it feels that way.
It's been a long season. I think the beginning of the season that four races is catching up with us, but we didn't have the upgrade.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just the little points here and there, man. With the Lando DNF.
I think it was Stella versus
just come on, man. It's just now we're gonna look back on every single point that was dropped.
I know.
And it's just like why do we like mathematically it could have been wrapped up by now if we did this.
Yeah.
And it's just like, come on, man. And we spoke about it last week, like just the Oscar fall off is killing me, man. If you just score 20 points more, it's wrapped. Like since Qatar, like where you been at, bro? The Ferrari drivers and Lando scoring 30, 40 points more than you. Come on, man. That's the margin. That is the actual margin.
That is the margin
to win the championship. Thank God he kind of bounced back and hopefully he can take that momentum into the next race. Because he got a sprint win, he got a podium. We need a podium in the next race. I think if we don't get a podium, it's done.
Wow.
We need a cheeky P3.
Guys, I want your predictions.
P3.
I need your predictions in the comment section, man. What do you think? No podium and it's done? Do you think we're getting a podium? Let's find out. Steph says, hi, guys. What a roller coaster weekend. It was indeed, for sure, Steph. Pick up yourself. Stefan says, please, I just want a trouble.
What would I trade for a trouble-free weekend? What would I trade for that?
We've not had that. A trouble-free? I remember this exact comment like years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, where, or even last season actually, was it Oscar's rookie year last year? I remember he was getting caught in like P6, P8, 7, and he was just getting caught in the melee every turn one. And I remember we would even watch the races together sometimes, and we'll just see debris coming off his car, and you just think, oh, come on, like, can he just have a clean weekend? It just feels like we're back there again. But these Formula One cars, can I be honest with you? We need Formula One cars that do not damage this easily, though. Like, I'm looking at the Williams, and I'm just thinking, I don't know, man. Like, they're crashes. Don't get me wrong. There's some big crashes they've had, but then look at the debris. Like, look at it. It just goes into dust. Like, it's one thing hitting the wall and having dents, a bit of debris here and there. The thing puffs into smoke. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like sand all of a sudden. I don't know.
What happened to that period of time where we had no safety car for ages? That's what we were eating because there was nothing to disturb us.
Exactly.
Our race.
I think even
what's going on, man.
There was some bozo driving this weekend as well. I think the season people are tired because some of the driving out there, whether it was Perez, whether it was Hulkenberg, Magnussen, I think wanted to kill
Lawson.
Yeah. Magnussen wanted to kill him. Who went into the back of someone just straight in? Somebody just went straight into the back of someone. I saw
Perez dropping it on the safety car restart.
He did. Yeah, he just busted a spin, didn't he?
Oh my god, these guys, man.
Albon got hit from behind.
I'm done with this season.
Somebody said,
please, man.
I think it was Albon. Somebody turned into a turning, right? And then
Stroll.
It was Stroll. And then on the radio it was like, "Oh, Stroll hit me. I knew he would do that. I knew." How can you know going into a turn that someone's going to hit you?
He's had that many incidents with him. He knows.
Do you know how bad that is?
Absolutely knows.
Oh, I did look at this weekend, and they were talking about what an entertaining weekend it was, blah blah. I just said no. There was just calamities.
This
everywhere.
wasn't entertaining. I was not entertained.
I wasn't entertained.
If you think I was entertained, shout out to the guys that I know. Shout out to the pit stop man that were there. They were actually at the race. Shout out to everybody that was there.
Big up the crew. I saw the pictures.
I was not entertained.
Big up the massive that went up there. Man.
I'm so glad. I was supposed to go. I'm so glad I did it because my head would be on the moon.
Hey, what is Qatar? Is Qatar a move? Yeah, is that a move, man? Yeah, I need to know.
What is it? McLaren Fan TV next year? Qatar people, let us know.
Is it Qatar next year?
Should we do a live one over there? But imagine if I was there on track and I saw that penalty. My head. I'll walk out.
You'd be away from the street.
I would have left. I'm not watching it.
I'd be like, yo, bro, where you gone?
I'm a person that was there in Bahrain 2023 in person.
Oh, dear. Yeah, well, I'm sorry. If you saw Bahrain 2023, you've seen it all. You've done it all. You've done it all, mate. I'm telling you. That's crazy. Ella says we were doing great until the double yellow flags happened. Yeah, you're right. Listen, no double yellow flags. Lando goes ahead. And no mirror. You know what I'm saying? We would have had
what's that movie? The Butterfly Effect.
The Butterfly Effect. Exactly.
The mirror ruins the race. It's just over, man.
Like we could have had a 2-4. We could have had a 1-4 or 5.
Care. Even if we finished anything in the top 5, I wouldn't care. If we had 2 cars in the top 5,
2 in the top 5,
we're good.
See you later. Marino, what's going on? Hope you're good. Says hello, gentlemen. Still a bit of a strange one from yesterday. Still in a bit of rage from yesterday.
I was livid.
It was hot. Because I was just in disbelief. Like, how can this happen to us? And you just think, like, the story writes itself for McLaren to lose the title next week. Like, the story's there. Team that was so much promise, so much this.
Listen, I've seen us get stripped of the constructors, even though we won it, and I watched Ferrari celebrate. I watched us win us a World Drivers' Championship and not win the constructors because the other driver was just not there.
It was not there,
and nobody spoke about it. Like I was there, I was watching it. I remember all the commentary. Nobody spoke about why Kovalainen was not there in terms of constructors. He was nowhere around.
And what was Coulthard doing in '99? Because we didn't win the constructors then either.
Exactly, man.
Salute to Coulthard.
We've always got one driver that's not doing his job.
Yeah, exactly. And now here we are.
And if we look at the end of the season, we're gonna see that's the points, man.
That's the points. Hopefully the story, we write our own story for this one. Jean says, 100%. I'm a team fan, not a driver fan. Lando isn't it? He's too nice. We need someone that had that killer and winner instinct.
What's this got to do with lifting our yellow flags? Explain to me, Jean. You're not. I've asked you a question. I love all our watchers. Jean, I asked you a question about Piastri. Why he scored like half the number of points of Sainz and Leclerc and Norris in the last couple of races. This is what's costing you constructors. So if you're a McLaren fan first, why are you not focusing on that? Why are you telling me about killer instinct? What has that got to do with lifting on yellows?
Facts. What does it have to do with it?
If he didn't lift the yellows and he took the lead, he still would have got the stop and go penalty. So what are you talking about? We have to ask these questions.
These are the ones.
Let's have some critical thoughts here. We have to have some critical thoughts here. Because I'm a McLaren fan first. I don't care about the drivers. I care about McLaren first, right? Yeah. Where are we dropping points? Because it's not Lando. Lando's the reason why we're in lead in the first place.
Well, we're here. While we're here talking about next week. Yeah, it's true. And the reason we're here talking about next week as well.
This is like a Ferrari fan blaming Leclerc for being in the championship fight right now.
Yeah.
Or not taking the lead. Why is Ferrari not in the lead of the championship? Let's blame Leclerc. What's Carlos Sainz doing?
What's Carlos from? Who's won the most races?
It's a two-driver team.
Why do I feel like Carlos has won more races this season than Carlos? More than
Charles has won more races. Charles has won.
By how much though?
3-2. It's the same as like McLaren.
3-2.
Norris is 3-2, isn't it?
3-2. I mean, Oscar's got one, no?
No, he's got two. Baku.
What was his other one?
Innit? Hungary. Let's not talk about Hungary.
Oh, okay, yeah. Hungary.
That's why you don't remember it.
That's why I don't remember it. Oh my god. I was thinking, no, because
I was that disaster.
Do you know what it is? I forgot about thing though. I forgot about. I must admit, I think I forgot about Baku. You know.
About Baku, yeah.
I think I forgot about Baku. Hungary, I remember.
We look back on it. Baku was bloody crucial, man.
Yeah.
If you let Leclerc win that, we're cooked.
I gotta watch that now. To be fair, Nat says, seen a lot of debates regarding whether Qatar or Brazil was worse for us. Is interested to know what you guys think.
Brazil's worse by far. Brazil, Lando and George were up the streak. They were 10 seconds in the lead. If there was no red flag, we get a podium minimum. Are we even in this conversation in Qatar? We would have won the constructors.
We're not in this conversation.
In Qatar.
Brazil hurt bad, man. You know what I'm saying? I think we got for the love we've got for that circuit as well, for the memories we've got of that circuit as well. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a heartache. It's a heartache of a track.
It's not only the devastation of Lando and the World Drivers' Championship. People forget that was devastating for those constructors as well. We lost so many points. Big
time. The constructors' points, like, because that was our focus. You and I's focus has been the constructors all season. So
we're watching so much points, and it's the same. We executed the 1-2 the day before. The same as Qatar. It's a mirror image.
Yeah. No, exactly.
You have the hope of we just bagged the 1-2, and then the next day is a joke too.
Nah. Anyway, I don't know, man. Ryan says, "Hey guys, been watching you since 2023 pre-season, but never been able to watch yours live from of my Australian because of your Australian time zone. Makes sense. It's 4:30 for Ryan right now. Like, so that is 5:15. You know, or the next day as well.
It's 3:15 for me. This is dedication.
Okay, where are you?
I can't tell you, but it's 3:15 in the morning for me.
Holy smokes! Okay,
dedication to you lot.
I cannot believe this.
In the morning.
You did not even
take so much melatonin after this.
We were not going to pod today. If that was the case, we would have podded last night.
I'm out here. I got jet lag. I'm awake anyway.
You're awake anyway.
I'm awake anyway. Man. Don't worry.
Not long left on the pod anyway. Get that sleep, man. Jean says, "Look, Zach needs to show his relentlessness like he did in IndyCar. Lando needs to go. I mean, come on.
What's the IndyCar team doing right now? Come on. Team principal's just been fired. The team's a mess."
I was going to say, it's gone quiet on that front, by the way. It's gone extremely quiet.
And I guarantee next year that Zach's going to be focusing on that because that's literally a mess at the moment.
Yeah.
That needs to get sorted out. Thank God we signed Longard. What the hell was that whole situation with Porsche? I don't know what's going on. Like, I don't know if Nolan's it. That team's a mess right now.
Mess.
So Zach being relentless at that moment in time is a problem.
Mess.
We don't have to drive a line. The team principal's just been let go. There's stuff going on over there. You want to be emulating that in the Formula 1 team right now.
No,
if you are going to make changes, which is the thing is, there's been deficiencies that's happened, and there's been changes already. The strategy, clearly Zach said strategy's not there. Let's go hire the Red Bull strategy guy. Obviously, because of garden leave, you can't get this guy until next year, until 2026. So you have to wait. But changes are being made. Deficiencies are being identified and changes are being made. If drivers don't make steps next year, then he'll make changes about drivers. Why are you only giving these guys 1 year in a race-winning car and making these interpretations that, Lando needs to go? Why are you only talking about Lando? We have to stop putting comments for the today.
Yeah, I have to put that to one side. We should have a good conversation about it, something after the season, and dissect those two.
We're going to add up all the ratings of drivers. Anyway.
Yeah, definitely. Nonvoya says that the emotional roller coaster, man, so much bad karma. Did we inherit the Leclerc bad luck?
Oh, God.
Listen, we just know, man.
We sacrificed all the luck for the Miami win. For the land. That was luck from the heavens.
That was luck pulled from on high, man, for sure. Steph says these triple headers, guys, I can't do it anymore.
I can't do it, man. I'm sick of it, man.
We're like
every triple header, we don't eat, man. We don't eat, man.
We don't.
We literally
don't. Sprint weekends. Do we eat sprint weekends? Really?
Sprint weekends, on the sprint race.
In the sprints,
because one thing I tell you right now is that we're good at getting the sort of car set up immediately.
Yeah, and everyone else takes time.
They give them an opportunity to do a whole sprint race to sort their car out, and then we get dunked on.
So has that worked against us then?
Yes.
Yeah? I think you mentioned it at the beginning of the season anyway.
If the car just stayed in Parc Ferme after the sprint race,
that's it,
we'd be cooking.
The problem is...
would be P8. Like in the sprint race.
The guy just literally lowered the car and then he won the race, for goodness sake.
Oh, Lord God.
You know what I'm saying? Who Wants to Groove says, imagine if they told him about the penalty during the safety car. Oh, yeah, imagine that. To be fair, that would have been a friggin'
That's
nightmare.
even worse. That's not even worse.
That would have been a friggin' nightmare.
I don't know what's going on in that steward's room.
Who knows?
I don't know what's going on with this race director. Who knows? FIA is on a joke team there. Big Ben Solomon just said, yo, you man, hold that.
What my guy must have done to get sacked.
He said, I don't care about your letter. Shut up. This guy's insane, man.
He's madness, man. You know, to get the last guy that got sacked, God knows what he did. God knows what he did. And we still don't know about it yet. And then this, anyway. And is there stuff that's leaking as well from the FIA? Did something leak on the weekend?
I don't know. Bear man getting fired.
But yeah, there's another one that got fired. Yeah,
people liked him. Can I ask you this, guys? Is the FIA biased towards McLaren? Because this is what I see on the timeline. This is what I'm seeing every day. That I don't know, something McLaren FIA, whatever.
Yeah.
When are you guys good? When are other people, not you guys, when are other fan bases going to realize that the FIA hates us?
Yeah, I was going to say there's no
literally hate us. That penalty they slapped on Norris's head. That was from the grave of Max Mosley. That was just the spirits came out and slapped it.
Is that 2007?
They said Max Mosley was rolling in his grave. He said, McLaren's going to reconstruct. Let me bring out that penalty now. Give it to the stewards now.
Mate.
That was a bird call. God. You see when they say that's a bird call from on top? That's bird call from the grave.
From the
and they said, yo, slap McLaren with a penalty now.
They gave man a 30-second penalty, bro. 35-second penalty for not lifting on the straights. You know what I mean? On the straights. It's crazy. Steph says everything took so friggin' long and cost us places at the very end. Still mad about that. We are mad indeed about that. Z says McLaren are taking the World Constructors Championship this weekend. Don't worry too much. It will be squeaky bum time, but they will do it. This is what I'm talking about. Here we go, Z.
I don't have the heart to watch it.
You don't have the heart to watch it? There's one thing I am doing. Mate, there's a match going on at the same time. I will have two screens on the other side watching it. Are you joking me? I am watching this eagle-eyed, mate. Eagle friggin' eyed. I'm watching that race. You better believe I am.
I'm nervous.
I'm a sucker for the pain anyway, because like even if we got say we both DNF, both guys DNF into turn one, I will sit through that pain. I will sit through that Ferrari 1-2 and just be like still asking, how did this happen?
Maybe we need it. Listen, this season's been a baptism of fire. Every single situation that could ever happen has happened to this team and happened to these drivers.
You're right.
This is like they've had 10 years experience in 1 year.
The only thing left is DNFs. Do you know what I'm saying? That's all that's really left.
Don't say that. You just cursed us, bro. What are you doing? Don't ever say that, bro.
I'm not saying we should. I'm not saying we will.
So next year, we either come out stronger or this is the end of us.
Yeah, it's
kind of like you know, like when a team loses a title race and they come out next year. What, are you gonna kick on or what? Or are you gonna go backwards? You're gonna drop out the top 4. What's happening?
Yeah.
So it's a big decider year.
It's a big indication of what mentality we're dealing with here. We're you know, listen. People are saying, listen, Will Jones, man, your time is ticking. Says, you know,
I don't think we're the only people having that discussion. I think the team's having that discussion.
You think so?
Yeah. I think, and the thing is, I think Lando has an affinity towards him because they both started at the same time.
Yeah. Oh, listen,
he started Formula 1 at the same time. Will Joseph started his career as a principal race engineer at the same time. Is he maybe protecting him? Who knows? But I don't know if Zach needs to make that call, say, look, we need somebody more experienced. Obviously, he's not going to switch Tom Stallard over to his side. If that should have happened, Sainz left, but it didn't. And arguably, Oscar has a significantly better race engineer than Lando. But we need some parity. We need some parity.
That's what would cause this Will's job, because the fact that Stallard is doing his thing, then do you know what I mean? That's what's gonna cost it, really and truly.
That's the benchmark, isn't it? If I'm a manager and I'm seeing one person cooking and the other guy's not,
then what do you do? Do you know what I mean? What do we do from there? Henry says, the thing I don't understand is Will Jones is so smart, but why does he feel like he needs to waffle? Have Lando's radio on for every race and it's just painful. Will is seemingly there to generate drama. They got the understanding.
He's good at his job. He's good at his job, but he's not precise in his conversation. You need to be an effective communicator.
Yeah, for sure. Amon says, hey guys, once more, we finished a race with our head on Mars. I need a happy ending and a break. Listen, guys, when we secure this Constructors' Championship next week, we will come to the show the following Tuesday and be like, absolutely glad that this is over. And we can relax and we can have a good time. We can have a great time. Bonzo Can says, man, I have no trust or faith in the FIA for the final round. They've got it up. They've got it. I could see them doing one more final thing, man, where we're a bit like, oh, for flip's sake, FIA, what's going on? I don't know, man. Adam Head also saying
it's manipulated, man.
What? This is manipulated, man.
That's what it's giving, man.
I swear, if I hear Norris,
Chris made the phone call, man.
If I hear Norris, is crazy. Adam says, look, the FIA was on something at the weekend with a lot of questionable decisions. Oh, by the way, don't remind me, Sainz a slow pit stop as well and still finished top 5. Adam says, look, Merc and Max to stop Ferrari this weekend. Absolutely no question about that. Shout out to Richard. Was Richard also out there in these streets?
No.
Shout out to you, Richard. I hope you're doing well, man. I said Oscar Dub is pending, man. Don't stress. Don't listen to this guy. He's trolling us, isn't he? He's freaking trolling us.
No, he's an Oscar fan.
That's Oscar. Fair.
He's ignoring the losses.
No, listen, Oscar. I love Oscar. I think he's gangster. But yeah, we need Oscar to wake up and freaking show up. Rosa says, I'm praying Leclerc fumbles terribly. 8 points behind Norris. 8 points.
This is what I'm saying. How did this even happen? That happened?
I need to check.
Guess what? This season, that race, if Lando scored Leclerc by 2 points, Leclerc had no chance of finishing second in the championship. And look how it's turned around now.
I cannot believe
on
that.
Its head, and now it's 8 points.
Nah, this, bro. What if Ferrari win the constructors and Lando finishes third, bro?
I'm taking a sabbatical.
Oh my days. Oh my days. Chris said Mahad acted stressed like he didn't just get out of the jacuzzi. Rosa says as well, if a Ferrari wins in Abu Dhabi, Z says we need at least one car on the podium. Look, guys, you know what time it is, man. You know exactly what time it is with these races this week. I think, we're right towards the end. Is just absolutely crazy. It's just crazy. Arsenal have trained Peter for pain. Shay, you're rude, man. This is freaking rude. She's not wrong though. Let's have it right, okay, guys. Let's have it right. I've been here, done that, and yeah. So I know how it feels. I almost feel like we're quite similar, McLaren and Arsenal. Don't know why. And then I see Ferrari and United. They're quite similar. I don't know. And then City. The way they behave, it's behavior, not even just like the success and whatever.
The entitlement.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Right, listen. Let's get into what we're here for as well. Pit stop crew, what's going on? What are we saying?
I didn't check, guys.
I see, mate. I'm gonna tell you now. I saw 3.3 seconds from McLaren this week.
If I'm seeing threes, then nah.
But what I think was,
but these lot are knackered, man.
First of all, they're knackered, but I think secondly, one of them was because of release, as opposed to not getting stuff done. So that, because it was just traffic.
But there were so many cars there.
Yeah, I think one of them was that. But yeah, it looked frigging carnage out there.
Because I don't know, and you're telling me there was a freeze in there. I might have to give it. I'm gonna have to give it 5.5.
Yeah, 3.3. I think Oscar's 3.3. Z. I think Oscar's was the one that was in traffic.
That to hold him.
I think it was. Yeah, they just had to hold him there. But yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I'm gonna give them end of season sprint weekend. Blah blah blah. Let's go with. I mean, look, they're getting a 4.5 from Jean. I'll give him a 6. I think 6 is kind of probably fair. 6.5.
Nah, 6.5. I see 2 threes. I'm giving him the 5.5. 3 slow, man.
It is. Even a 2.7 feels like, ooh. Do you know what I mean? A 2.7 is quite tight. 6 says Ella, and 6 says Z. 5.5, who wants to groove? Let's talk strategists. Was the strategy wrong at all?
What strategy?
I said, what strategy? Exactly. We qualified well this weekend.
Strategy will dictate. First of all, the most egregious one is, why is Oscar pitting when there's debris on track? And you know there's going to be a VSC or safety car coming. Just stay out there.
What is going on there?
That's a
what
nasty.
Is going on there?
My head was in orbit. I was just like, you just giving up positions for what? For what, man? The tires are not dead.
Yeah,
what's going on here? He's not struggling. He was livid. You hear his radio? It's like, for fuck. Could the exact same thing happen in Miami? Just leave him out there, man.
You saw him post race as well. He was walking away with I guess the social media guy or the comms guy from McLaren, and Netflix have their boom mic above him, and then he's just gesturing his arms, and it's like you could tell like there's something that he's not happy about. But yeah, there's a lot of people saying in the comments. Look, Steph saying pitting Oscar before the safety car. Nah, 6. Stefan says poor strategy cost Oscar P2. They get a. I think you're saying they get a 5. Okay. Z says should have waited for to pit Oscar, so 7 for the strategy. Ella says 5 because of the safety car again. 2.5 over to Randy or whatever his name is. Come on, show some respect, damn it. Randy Singh, all right. Strategy. I mean, just besides Oscar, like, because let's put it this way.
I think Will as well is just if that's part of the strategy, I just think he's ineffective, man.
But the thing is, like, what, like, yeah, okay, fair. But like, we might have to reword the strategist side. We might have to be like, I guess, yeah, because it could just be like the pit wall. Do you know what I mean? But Did what they did with Oscar cost a lot of points for us? No.
It would cost us 3 points. Oscar, there was no chance he had the pace to win that race. The only person that had pace to win that race was Nando.
I guess you could argue. I guess you'd argue it's a 6-point swing, isn't it, or 5-point swing? Because if we finish second, then Ferrari dropped points too. So, okay,
that 6 points is a lot.
And 6 points is a lot with the final race to go.
At the end of the day, as well, like Oscar was within DRS range. He was with 1 second of Leclerc, and he did not make any indent. He didn't even make a move on it. You had to. Because I can pretty much guarantee if that was Lando, he would have overtaken him. Or at least challenged.
I think so, yeah. I think so. Shout out to Cam. Shout out to Killer Cam. Killer Cam right now.
I'm have to wear a do-rag now, man.
Listen, man, with the fade. Nah, bro, hide your waves, gents. Not fair.
Everybody that's here, Cam's the guy.
Cam is rolling it in, mate. He's killing it on the waves right now. Man. Man's moving like Mark Goldbridge and friggin' AFTV right now. I want to move like Mark Goldbridge. Not move like.
Trust me, you don't want to move like it.
I'm just saying, that's
Don Robbie.
He's got more, yeah, he's Don Robbie. He's got more content than Sky Sports News right now. So big up yourself, Cameron. I know you're doing good.
Yeah. When they give him his 1 hour TV show on Sky Sports, we will be there.
We will be there.
Put us on in it.
We will be there. What was your strategy out of 10? Just out of curiosity.
I'm giving it a 5. Will Joseph, absolutely ineffective.
Interesting.
Just let him know that what's going on track. You get me? What's happening, what the situation is. Oscar pitting him before the safety car, just joked him. The things on track, bro. There's glass on track. There's people. What's going on? Yeah. Just hang out there.
Yeah.
That's how Leclerc ate because of his strategy team. Because they literally just let him stay out there.
You convinced me. I'd given him a 7 because I think most of the weekend we were actually pretty good. That bit there, we've given Leclerc some advantage as the problem.
So I'm gonna give him a 6.
Cool. 6.5. Drivers. Let's start with Lando Norris.
I would say he was on pace for an 8.5. He was on pace. He got the pole position in the sprint race, did fantastic, sacrifice for the team. He did a great job there. Qualifying, got P3, race start, fantastic. Kept pace with Verstappen. Was 2 seconds or 1.5 seconds. He's there. The car was coming alive. He looked extremely quick. He maximized what the pace was of that car. But that's a critical error, man.
Yeah, it was critical.
That's a critical error. This is crazy. Do you know what Lando did? Lando bagged a brace, scored 2 goals, and got sent off. So no matter what his performance was, he cost the team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He cost them big points. Like if we did split the ratings, it would look like this.
Yeah, it would look like this. It would certainly look like this.
So for me, I was gonna say 6 points. That's an error. That's like crazy error, man. That's a -3 error, man.
Hold tight, these people, man. Murad, I'll come for you on the next show, mate. Don't worry. Ferrari to sneak a constructors title on the last lap. Say it ain't so. Miracles do come true. Murad's trying it, man. Jay Starship says season's over almost, guys. Thank goodness for this. Man. We are shattered indeed. Ellis says Lando race 6. Ignoring double yellows is just nasty. Sprint.
Yeah, the thing is, I can't. Sprint is a 10. He's outstanding, but I can't take that. So if we're talking about just the race, it's a 6.
Yeah. Z says Lando 6.5. Oscar, although pace wasn't the greatest, he got a 7. We need a howler from Lando or Piastri in Abu. He's a Ferrari. He's a Ferrari, man. Get the hell out of here. Stefan says Lando error cost us vital points. 6 for me. Not rating the drivers. I'm angry, says Steph.
I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy with Oscar either. Because
do you know what? No, I think you're being harsh on Oscar because
I think he got a podium and he did well, but like
the weekend he was good.
The weekend he was good. He bounced back in the sprint. He was good.
Yeah.
Even though he didn't need that help from whatever. I just didn't think we had the pace. You know, when you're in dirty air like that, I just don't think you have the pace. Lando had the clean air. Lando could have sailed off in the distance if he wanted to, but that's the effect of clean air, right? I don't think he was bad compared to if we're benchmarking him against the weekends he's had previously. He's done a fantastic job, right? But if that was our lead driver, we needed him. At that point in time, he was the lead driver. He had to overtake Leclerc. I'm sorry. So I can't give him an 8 or a 9 or anything like that.
I wouldn't go anywhere there. I'd give him a 7 as well this weekend. The thing is, though, is that one thing we've said in the past, like if Lando is not there, where is Oscar? And for Oscar to be top 3,
he was there.
You know what I'm saying? He was there.
But in the context of the situation, he had to.
But he swang. He was in the fight with the Ferraris in the race. Do you know what I'm saying? Whether it was the Sainz or Leclerc, he had a couple swinging matches with them.
Yeah, and in the first stint, he showed me who he was. I was like, yeah, you dunked on these guys, lovely.
Yeah,
you had a bad start, but you cooked. So, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's more of a double-edged sword for me. It's a 7. He definitely deserves a higher rating than Lando because of that era.
Yeah, I'd say so. 7 for me as well with Oscar Piastri. Last couple of comments here. Mira says Ferrari 1-2 with a poor double performance from the McLarens. Yeah. Are you too concerned?
If that happens, I pray I'm gonna be praying with tears in my eyes. Yeah, I need a size DNF.
Yeah,
I swear to you now, I'll take back all the slander signs. I'm putting him in the McLaren Hall of Fame. If he comes true with DNF.
He might come true for us, man.
If he comes true with DNF,
might come true for us.
All of us, we have to put him in the McLaren Hall of Fame. They have to send him a bonus, a check.
Just give him that
a deferred check. McLaren.
I want an investigation on McLaren 2 seasons from now about what they did with Sainz this season. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear an investigation. You know? ESPN. That's what I want.
Why did Sainz randomly drop it in the
too funny. That's what I want, man. He says, are you too concerned that you may lose the Constructors' title on the final race of the season? Is it a feasible concern?
I won't be doing any off-season streams if that happens. I will not be available to comment. I will not be guest starring on any of these pods.
Mate, I'll be looking for guests. I'll be searching.
We will do our final off-season log-off stream.
Mate.
We do the driver rating, we add everything up, and we do what we talk about the season, and we will never speak about this season again. But I'm negative now just because I'm still feeling the after effects of yesterday. I still need to marinate.
It's bear in mind with the rest of the
speak to me on Saturday.
Yeah,
maybe I change my mind.
Practice 1, bruv. FP1, bro.
My only hope is that my Ranch Dingus said he's there. He's AD. And he sees L's in person. Right?
So he's gone from.
He needs to see the biggest L in person ever.
So he's going from Qatar to Abu Dhabi.
Yes, and then literally he's going to see an L in person. I want him to see that. Because these boys started on pole.
His boy. Yeah, we
saw it in 4K.
We forgot about that. You talk about being angry, man. It make Verstappen angry. Jesus, man. Flipping out.
Verstappen does not like this guy.
No, he doesn't.
He does not like this guy.
Did I hear that in the cool down? He asked him, like, what's up with you and your FIA mates? You see,
he said, what? Are you happy with your FIA? Then he said, basically, in the steward room, the guy's desperate. I've never seen somebody that's trying to dump somebody in like he's a snitch, or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, okay. All right.
Here we go.
Okay.
Something to look forward to. Jean Cartier says Oscar Sprint 7.5. I would give him an 8 if it wasn't for the last round race 6.5. Yeah. Steph says, imagine we didn't have Lando's 6 points for the fastest laps over the season. I know.
Imagine Oscar didn't pick up the scraps after Lando did the DNF in Australia.
Oh, mate. No,
imagine that Oscar finished second, thank God, man. Imagine he was nowhere. Like, these are like all these moments is like just shifting, like sanding.
Exactly.
Shifting.
Mira says Peter doing the double shift on a Monday evening. Ty from AFTV needs to shout you out in his next speech. This guy. Rosa says, I'm praying we win the constructors for everyone who worked behind the scenes to provide our drivers with a mega car this season.
Yes.
Goodbye.
And they deserve it, man.
That's who deserves it,
man. That's
how,
why
that's
Lando felt so bad. Lando's McLaren through and through, man. He knows all the hard work all these people did to turn this team around, man. And that car deserves. These people deserve a Christmas bonus. They deserve everything, man.
Factual,
them, man.
Factual.
No, so when people are like, "Oh yeah, I'm a driver fan. I'm not a McLaren fan. McLaren's trying to screw these drivers over." I'm like, bro, George, people are working to give these guys the car they need to go out there and compete. It's bigger than that, man. If your beef with the strategy team or with Andrea Stella or whatever, because a lot of people are beefing Andrea Stella nowadays. I'm just like, bro, these guys turned the team around and gave them a car to compete.
No,
I know if you're a driver fan or not. Look, you don't bite the hand that fed you, man.
Absolutely not. No, absolutely not.
And I shout out to all the team. I hope they get what they need.
A shout out to them, man. Ella says Oscar 9 sprint. The defense was class. Race 8, kind of slow, but the first one was great. And we end it with this. Z says we're winning it. Don't worry too much.
Yep.
We knew we could always come to you guys, even when you need to. Even when we need to. We're always here to lift you guys up. But there are times when you lot spin it around, and you lift us up. Guys, we'll be back next week, Tuesday night, 7 p.m.
Will it be a celebration? I think it will be.
I think it will be. Get everybody. I want your McLaren merch. I want everything. Go on the Twitter at McLaren Fan TV on X, Twitter. You know the deal. I want to see all the images posted. We're gonna have a celebration, mate. I'm gonna put the Twitter account live on the show as well, man. We're gonna celebrate. We're gonna go live on Twitter. We're going live. Okay. Until next week, then we'll see you guys in Abu Dhabi. Until next time, peace. Peace.